Hi guys, I'm AnimeMixer1, AM1 for short, and it's been a while since I've been here. I feel like I say that all the time when I make a video. Anyway, I've wanted to make a video on the topic, but long story short, I have a job now, and it's taken up very much of my time, and I don't have time to be as active as I used to be. But it was nice to just chug out, like, some anime videos and a lot of gameplay videos when I had the time. It was interesting. Still wish I could work with editing for others, but maybe in the future sometime. Anyway, that's not what this video is mainly about. It was just a quick update and a reason for why I've never been here lately. What I want to talk about now is what I want to talk about every single time there's been a new anime season, because I like to do this. Let's take a look back at the season that has gone past us. The summer season of 2019 has just passed us. The fall season is a bit ahead of us. Some of the series have started airing, but not all of them. Like, there's a lot that are still just kind of floating around. Like, we're waiting for the premiere of, like, Boku no Hero Academia and the new Sword Art Online season and all that stuff. So this felt like a good time. And two big shows ended this season. And I mean big shows and like big, because one of the series that ended is Fairy Tail. Yes, the Fairy Tail, the show that people love to hate. And honestly, I can't blame them. I read the manga and just sat there facepalming all the time at how stupid things turned out. It had a decent beginning, and it kind of ramped up nicely towards the middle end of like the whole thing, and then this final arc. It's just, it's just the bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. But I watched through it, and honestly, Fairy Tail it's a decent starter anime for those who just like shonen and action. It's not great by like almost any stretch of the imagination, but if you know what, if you just love fight scenes for reasons and seeing the power of friendship end in one final epic punch or something. And honestly, the punches aren't even that epic. The animation actually is pretty crappy at times, even for the best fight scenes. But, you know, this is pretty decent if you just love shonen. Like, it's kind of the opposite of Boku no Hero Academia. Hero Academia takes the formula that we all know and love and polishes it and makes it perfect. Fairy Tail is not the perfection of shonen, it is the essence. It takes all the tropes of shonen and just shoves them in there. It doesn't matter how it does it, it's all in there. And it gives you all that shonen will ever give you. It doesn't do it in the best way possible, but it is pure shonen. But overall, I wouldn't actually recommend Fairy Tail to anyone. Not even the manga. Like, even the manga, like I said, had me facepalming. But if you're a true shonen trash, then sure, watch it. As for me personally, and a little sub-demographic of the anime community, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains ended. Vrains is the 6th series in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, and I thought, okay, let's be done here. And it actually ended quicker than anybody seems to have expected. It ended just now at 120 episodes, but a 7th series has been announced for 2020. So unlike basically all previous seasons, it doesn't go like from one series to the other like just the next week. From GX to 5Ds was just one week to the next. From 5Ds to Zexal was just 1 week to the next. From Zexal to Arc 5 was 1 week to the next. And from Arc 5 to Brains was 1 week to the next. And that's just how it went. This time we get a little break, but I'll probably watch the 7th series because why the heck not? I am cursed to continue watching this series. And honestly, I like the game. I play Duel Links on my phone and it's awesome. But, well, most of the time, sometimes it drives me nuts. But, like, as far as Vrains itself goes, as a series, I think it's the best they've produced since 5Ds, which remains my favorite series of them all, of, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. It's still not all that good. It's like average good. Even for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, it's like average good. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who's not invested in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole, so to speak. I mean, it's decent, but if you haven't watched previous seasons of any Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, then you're just gonna skip this. But moving away from the long-running series that I've been watching now for who knows how long, and on to some more seasonal stuff. And let's start off with Lord el-melloi II, the Case Files, and Rail Zeppelin something. It's a long name, let's see it now. Lord el-melloi Nise no Jikembo, Rail Zeppelin Grace Note. That is the name. It tries to masquerade as a mystery anime, but it's less mystery anime and more fate for those who love it. I've never played one of the visual novels, but I have watched a few too many of the series, and this is not their strongest performance, but Waver Velvet from Fate Zero is one of my favorite characters from the franchise, full stop, and I considered him the best character from Fate Zero when I watched it, and I still think he's awesome, and he's still a great character in his adult years, and we get to know what he's been up to, but while he is intelligent and kind of charismatic and fun to watch, it's also, most of the charm of the show isn't the mysteries that he apparently goes around solving, but again, they're not really mysteries because he seems to know what he's doing almost all the time. He just reveals the answer when it's convenient. But it's fun to see him interact with all the other characters and see the other characters interacting with each other. This is basically a show you watch for the characters, not for the story. Even though the story has something interesting about it, the way they go about presenting it is shoddy, but if you like Fate as a whole, then you're probably gonna be wanting to watch this. If you've watched Fate Zero and liked Velvet specifically, then you're gonna be wanting to watch this. Otherwise, you're probably gonna want to skip this. Now let's get back to the action, specifically with an action show, Enen no Shubotai, or also called Fire Force. One of the best shows of this season, probably. The original manga is by the same creator who made Soul Eater, which was also good in anime form. Fire Force seemed to be going for 24 episodes, so we'll see how far it gets. I suppose it's not going to be all that long, but hopefully what we get will be quality work, and it seems to be going very smoothly so far, and it has given us one of the most satisfying kicks to a face in a long time in anime. Just, mwah, you know which scene I'm talking about, if you've watched it, that is. Now we're getting into the territory of anime that are just generally good, so I would generally recommend people watch this. It's got good action, but it's also got a decent mystery plot and a lot of characters that are interesting to follow. Will it stand up? I don't know. It seems kind of average. Like, it's not fairy tale levels of just generic. It's above that level, certainly. But it's not giving me a feeling that I get a lot of new stuff here. But I'm following with it. I'm enjoying every episode as it goes. It's not wow awesome, except for the kick to the face that I mentioned earlier, but it's certainly interesting enough to keep my interest as I go along. You might want to skip this as a weekly series and just binge it when it's done, but you be the judge of that. One anime that I am hyped to watch every single week is Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is not an anime I would generically just say to people, watch this, it's awesome, because I think this one is for a certain demographic, but I enjoy it. Dr. Stone falls into sort of the same category as Cells at Work, which, by the way, now that I mention it, Cells at Work had a special episode made in cooperation with a Japanese pharmaceutical company, which was made for YouTube, as far as I know, so if I can find the sub version of that, I will definitely watch it, certainly. It seems to be like a 9-minute thing, so hoping to find that subbed sometime soon, but yeah. Anyway, back to Dr. Stone and the comparison, because it serves kind of a similar purpose. Where Cells at Work was telling you about the body and how the body functions, Dr. Stone is teaching you about science. And I love shows that entertain and educate you. It's brilliant. Dr. Stone takes a very dramatic story and just inserts all the science you would ever need into it, and you learn a lot of stuff while watching it, and it is still exciting. It's got action, it's got character drama, and it's got all this stuff. You would still watch this just for the story and the drama, but also if you enjoy learning stuff as you go along, this show is perfect. And as for me personally, I like the game genre of survival. You go around and you try to make stuff and survive, and I feel like Dr. Stone is basically those sorts of games in an anime form. It's great to see someone just, okay, we need to learn how to do this, and we need to do all sorts of stuff to get it to work. And honestly, the way it goes about presenting everything is awesome. I'm not good at explaining why it's good. You should watch the first few episodes and make up your mind, but it is a good show. However, the show I've been watching that is better than Dr. Stone, that might, if it keeps going as strong as it is right now, this show is definitely in contention for, and might even win, Anime of the Year for me. That's right, baby, we're talking Vinland Saga. I often considered picking up the manga to Vinland Saga and reading, because it's one of those big, epic, awesome manga that you just hear about and you go, and everybody has only praise for it, and I was thinking, oh, it sounds really good, maybe I should read it, but I never got around to it, and I'm happy for it, because now I can go into the anime blind and just, what's gonna happen here, and it's just, okay, watch the first 4 episodes. First 4 episodes. If you don't like it by then, you're not gonna like this. But if you do like it by then, you're gonna love it. And to me personally, being Norwegian, being a Viking myself, and having grown up with the history of all these things, I recognize names, places, historic events, and I cringe at every single time they pronounce a name, because holy shit, they are bad at it. It could be a drinking game for me if I drank alcohol. Badly pronounced name, drink, glug. Badly pronounced name, drink, glug. And I know that these are Japanese people trying to pronounce Norwegian names, and the text will often have it Englishified some way, but, you know, it's still sad. But then again, it does help me to just kind of remind myself that this is a fictional story and not based on true events, because yeah, it kind of helps me keep that like separation for me, but still I cringe when they pronounce names. But that is basically the only gripe I have with the show. It is awesome, it has great animation, great fight scenes, great characters and character drama. You get to know each and every character so well, and you don't really always know who you're rooting for. You're not necessarily rooting for the main character, which is insane, but it works. And an opening, which I was kind of lukewarm about it when I first saw it, but it has grown on me. I love it now. I don't want to spoil anything for you, you should just go watch it. But believe me, this one is worthy to at least contend with Anime of the Year. And so far, I think it actually has a shot at winning, you know, unless My Hero Academia Season 4 comes in and just sweeps it and goes, nope, we'll take it again, baby! Because that's what My Hero Academia does, it just goes in and sweeps everything because everybody watches it and it's the most popular one. Don't get me wrong, I love Boku no Hero Academia, I will be watching the 4th season, and I will enjoy it, no doubt about it, but please, let some other good shows have the spotlight. Vinland Saga is equally as good as Hero Academia, if not better, okay? Can we just have that said right now, okay? Good. Now these were the series I've been watching and keeping up with. For some other small stuff, there was a Mob Psycho OVA that came out. It features Regen and his entire company, Mob included and everyone, you know, just going to a place to exorcise some spirits or something, and they get trapped in an alternate dimension, and Regen is extremely stupid for the entire event. And normally he's kind of funny to follow, but here it was just annoying, and everything this was not their finest work. It was still enjoyable to some extent, but not really that good. It's not like you need to go out of your way to watch it. But if you're a Mob Psycho fan, please go watch it if you want to, but this is not the finest work. That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime also has OVAs coming out. The first one came out this summer. There will be another one later, for a total of 2. And yeah, they're about on the same level as the series itself, which, yeah, it gets kind of stale after a while, the series, and honestly, the OVA doesn't really add anything more other than it's a bikini episode, so fan service. But yeah, worth looking up if you like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Also, just to have it said, I have not watched Kimetsu no Yaiba. I didn't think I'd be that interested in it when it first started airing. I heard people were kind of lukewarm about it. It was like, yeah, it looks pretty, but I'm not seeing the big appeal. But lately, it's been getting a lot of hype, and it's got a high score on Mal, and it's like number 15. Yeah, number 15. So number 15 on Mal, that's pretty darn good. I know Mal scores don't say everything, but big number 15 there, okay, it's pretty universally accepted as good. It's almost got a 9 average score, so I think I'll be watching that sometime later when I have the time to just kind of semi-binge through a series that I need to watch, or that I think I missed in retrospect. But those were the things I watched for the summer season of 2019, and now I'm looking forward to seeing what I watch in 2019. But there's one show I've already started on, which is called Hokago Saikoro Club, which is about cute anime girls playing board games. And I love board games, I love tabletop games, I love playing tabletop games with others. This is a show about cute anime girls playing those sorts of games. And I saw a lot of games in the first episode, like they just there was a lot of games in the store club thing where they were, and I recognized things there like Ticket to Ride and Dominion and stuff like that, and I love those games, and I hope they're gonna play them. I hope they're gonna play like genuine real life games and a big variety of them, and I'm just gonna watch them play them and just enjoy it. I love the first episode. So this is it's gonna be like my chill anime. This is just gonna be one I watch and just feel good about. But otherwise, there's a lot of series that I need to wait for. Like I said, as of now, things like the new Sword Art Online and Hero Academia season are not out yet. So waiting for those. But I'll be back with my thoughts on them for the next seasonal back review thing. That's not really a review. It's just sort of me spilling random thoughts about them. These videos are not scripted, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, thoughts about those series will be out in full after the season has ended. And until then, remember, I have been Anime Mixer 1, and I approve of this video.